Joining us in studio now is John Hollister. John's the CEO of Imaging3 Incorporated. IGNG is the stock symbol. John, always a pleasure.
Don, thanks for having us again, please.
You got a couple of big pieces of news this week. The first one I think we want to talk about, I know that the shareholders voted in favor of a stock split. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so back in November, just before I joined the company, the shareholders were asked to support a stock split, a reverse split. And it was done for a very important reason, and I just wanted to walk through with your viewers why we do a split and what the impact is on the particular individuals. So I know that your viewers are looking at a graphic, and on the graphic it has a pre-split and a post-split about this potential reverse split. In the first column you see the share price, IGNG share price, which is around 0.008 right now, pre-split. Post-split, it would be 0.16 or 16 cents. The outstanding shares for the company are roughly 340 million shares. Pre-split, post-split, that gets divided by 20 down to 17 million shares. But what doesn't change is the value of the company. So the value goes from 2.7 million, give or take, right now, to 2.7 million pre-post. If you're an individual investor, and I use the name John Doe as the IGNG shareholder, who has 340,000 shares pre-split, that becomes 17,000. So that number shrinks, but the percentage ownership of the company is still 0.1%. Pre-split and post-split doesn't change. And in fact, importantly, the dollar value of those shares of $2,720 pre-split and post-split doesn't change. But why it's important for the company and therefore the shareholders is twofold. As you may have seen, we announced today the addition of a CFO for the company, Joe Beal, who I'll speak about in a minute. We need to attract, as I spoke to the last time I was with you, attract other people to be able to make this company successful, to commercialize and to move forward. And in order to do so, we need shares to attract really good talent. That's one. Two, and so this is the near term and very important for everything for the company. On the second level, what's important is more future. If we choose to uplist, that is go to the NYSE or NASDAQ at some point in the future, we need to be trading at either $3 for the NYSE or $4 or more for NASDAQ. And in order to get to that place realistically, from a penny to say $4 is it's
a jump.
That's a kind of a Herculean, and maybe that will happen with time if we just blow it out. But that's a relative unrealistic expectation for a plan. However, going from 16 or 20 cents roughly up to that same range, that is an achievable goal for us, we hope, if we're successful and do all things. So obviously we can't promise what we're doing, but in order to have that as part of the plan, that's why we did the reverse.
We've got about 45 seconds left, but tell us about your new CFO.
So we're really excited. Joe Beal, I want to say a big, honest thank you to Xavier Aguilera, who's been serving as our CFO. He's been with the company for 20 years, done an amazing job through a difficult time, but we really needed to bring on somebody with public company experience, especially one that, as Joe Beal has done, he's gone through kind of a startup environment to very rapid growth. And so hopefully we're going to get to test him in that area. He's also been working with a bunch of smaller companies, so he knows both sides, where we are today and also the super acceleration that we hope to achieve.
Well, exciting news this week. Again, Imaging3 Incorporated, IGNG. We'll see you again real soon, John. Sorry for the abbreviated interview, but boy, a lot of information packed into it.
All good. Thank you, Don.